Tonight at 10, Boris Johnson is called upon once again to withdraw a false accusation he made against Keir Starmer. Traitor! It follows tonight's incident at Westminster when Sir Keir was harassed by a group of protesters, some of them shouting the name Jimmy Savile. That was taken to be a reference to the accusation made last week by Boris Johnson in the Commons that Sir Keir had failed to prosecute Savile for sex offences. We'll have the latest on calls from Mr Johnson to make a full withdrawal of those remarks. Also tonight, in Moscow, East meets West as Russia and France discuss ways of defusing the military crisis brewing in Ukraine. Ministers delay announcing their plans to tackle record NHS waiting lists in England.
Release the curls!
Got to curl a lot.
And on day 3 of the Winter Olympics, a narrow defeat for Team GB in the curling mixed doubles pair.
And coming up in the sport on the BBC News channel. There's a new man at the helm. Paul Collingwood has been appointed as England's interim men's head coach for the upcoming series with the West Indies.
Good evening. The Prime Minister has condemned the harassment suffered this evening by the Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer, who had to be escorted to safety by police. 2 people were arrested after clashes between protesters and police officers on the streets of Westminster. There were shouts of traitor, and someone can be heard shouting Jimmy Savile. That's taken to be a reference to the false accusation made by Boris Johnson that Sir Keir, a former Director of Public Prosecutions, had failed to prosecute Savile for sex offences. In his statement tonight, Mr Johnson made no reference to that accusation, despite calls from senior aides and party colleagues for him to withdraw it in full. Our political editor, Laura Kuensberg, has the latest.